Got my camera being held by my cell phone holder in a new position. Trying it out. Let's see. Now, I'm not really pissed. I'm more or less disturbed with eBay. A little bit let down. A little uncomfortable with what's going on with me and the last purchase that I made on eBay. A little bit of the second last two purchases. But the second to the last, the one previous to the last, I've got the item already and everything's fine. But the last item, no. I don't have the item and I don't have my money. Do I look really concerned about it? I mean, I'm not, like I say, I'm not upset about it. And it is, to some people, it might not be a big deal amount of money. Some people, it might be a big deal amount of money. To me, it is somewhat a big amount of money. but somewhat not either. If it was a really big amount of money, well, let's just say this. I could see myself throwing a 20, ripping a $20 bill. Um, I could throw a 20 away and lose it. But this is over $50, and no doubt the item I purchased is worth more than $50, or I was supposed to purchase. The item goes for over 150. So, given that, I'm considering I'm losing money over $100 because I know the item's value. Basically, what I have noticed recently with eBay, it's at first I thought it was just a glitch in the system. Maybe they did an update and something happens and something goes. But no, I called eBay giving the main trouble I'm having with this item that I purchased, and I questioned them about that something happening that I'm uncomfortable with involving purchasing items on eBay. So let's start with the thing I'm uncomfortable with. Like I said, this has happened twice. The first item the second to the last item I ordered, it happened with it the first time. I seen an item I wanted to buy. Can't remember if it was I think it might have been on auction. Well, either way, I made a best offer. It had a best offer option. That's the important thing about it. I did the best offer option. Now, usually, within a best offer option, when the seller accepts the best offer that you offered for the item, it puts the item in your shopping cart and you go to there, and then also it gives you maybe 6 days, I think, maybe three to 6 days to purchase it, to pay for the item, which I sometimes utilize. Not very often, but sometimes I utilize it. Those days, most of the time I pay for the item up front. I've had no complaints, and every time I utilize that time, I've asked the sellers notify him that I gave him the opportunity to agree to me so with this purchase I did a best offer. It didn't put it in my shopping cart. When that seller agreed, and this happened when I was watching the movie Knock at the Cabin, I literally realized it happened. I didn't receive an email. I didn't receive an email that the dude agreed to the offer, and it was just the amount. The money was just drawn from my card, from my account, just drawn, giving me no options. Just money took it. I finally received a notification that money was taken from my card. Not a notification from eBay saying the seller agreed. Just notification from my card say, hey, this amount of money has been drawn from your card. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I went to my eBay. And sure enough, it said this item has been automatically purchased. Automatically paid for. I was like, this has got to be a miss, glitch in the system. They must have done an update because this ain't right. Because I don't think it's right for them just to pull money out of your account without me giving final notice or final permission. I should give final permission, because let's say this. Okay, I was going to pay for it. I'm fine. I was going to buy the item anyways. I was going to fully pay for the item anyways, right then, right there, without waiting the certain days I usually like to wait. But what if without that option, we're going to the shopping cart and clicking on the item? It gives you other options when you get to do that. It gives you options to maybe upgrade the shipping where you'll get it faster, and maybe put insurance on it, get more protection for the item so it won't, maybe you'll be covered if it's damaged during shipping. See, that took that away. When they made that option, they took it away where you couldn't, with that, when you make an offer, you don't have that option before you do the final purchase, the changing the details of the shipping. And you don't get to, let's say if I didn't want to send it to my address, maybe I was buying the item for a friend and I wanted it to be mailed to him. It takes that option away where you can't change the shipping address. And when I talk to eBay, I notify them I don't like that change. I don't like it. I want to be able to give the final confirmation, the final go for my money to go. And especially on my end, when I'm putting more faith in the seller, I'm sending him 100% of my money when I don't have 100% of the item in my hand. Where it could be damaged and falsified or not even real on his end, or maybe even be damaged coming to me. So if I'm putting more faith into it, I want to make the final confirmation. I don't want eBay to make the final confirmation. I want to be hitting that final agreeing to pay for the item, sending my money. Oh, it's so real. It's not your money. It's our money. Thank you very much for your money. Oh, look, it's so real. He just agreed. He just agreed. And it is our money. So, am I happy with that new implement eBay has made, where if you make a best offer? And why does it have to be? Why don't it involve all kinds of purchases? Auctions. It don't do it for. I don't know. Maybe it does for auctions because I haven't exactly won an auction since this has been implemented either. So there's a very good chance that if you win an auction, if you got the money in your card, it's going to automatically take it out. What happens if you don't? What happens if your debit card doesn't have the funds to make the transaction go through? What happens then? Do they cancel the purchase altogether? And I love the simple facts that they implement this. They not too long after they implement this. And when I called eBay, guess I've called eBay 3 times. I've had to contact them 3 times. Not regarding this new implement, this new thing. But get this, I've called them 3 times, and all 3 times they start off right off the bat. I know they do this with every person, whether if they've been on for a year, but here's the simple facts. They thank me for being a valued customer or eBay shopper for over 10 years. That's something. That and y'all know I've been spending a lot of money. Woo, woo. You know the puppets that says I can't afford this, I can't afford that, can't afford a minimum V-Bucks to buy a skin on Fortnite that requires maybe a purchase of a PSN card that won't even require not even half of the $20 to purchase the skin. You just have that extra amount of PSN points later on to, it's either here or there. But either way, it's just an example of how much I've got y'all. But either way, now to the main issue, to the irony that after them implementing this new thing of automatically charging your card, the second purchase, the second best offer that I made on an item, the automatic, again, the telling me it's true, that it's something that they have implemented. It's the money goes through. It doesn't give me notification that the seller has approved the amount of money offered for the item. I just get an email, a notification on my phone. Saying some money has been withdrawn on my card. Again, I had every intention to pay for it immediately as soon as the seller agreed. Not a problem. Now, the problem is the day after, early, somewhat middle, early and late afternoon the next following day. I receive a message from the seller. After he's done, no, it might have been the next following day. It might have been 2 days afterwards. Yeah, I think it might have been 2 days afterwards, in the middle or early, somewhere in the middle of afternoon. Anyways, I received a message after he done printed up a shipping label, basically telling me that he's mailed it or preparing to mail it, drop it off to be mailed. And then I received that message from him telling me that one of the DVDs is missing, telling me that the item isn't 100% complete. Which, you know me, if I pay over $20, especially if I pay over $40, let alone over 50, that item, especially if it's valued over $100, that it better be 100% complete, especially if the description says it's complete, if the selling title says, the item says it's 100 complete, which it all does. But yet I receive a message from the seller saying, I'm sorry, I am trying to process a refund to you and I'm having trouble. It's not going through on my end because, and the reason why I'm trying to process the refund is because one of the DVDs is missing. So mind you, remember, I wasn't given the opportunity to click the final purchase for my money to go to an item that wasn't complete. Maybe if I was given that option, the seller could have contacted me sooner before I clicked final purchase, and my money wouldn't be the way it is now, where I don't have the item and the seller has my money. So I done nothing wrong. I made an offer to the item. The dude accepted the offer. I paid for the item, yet I'm in limbo waiting for the item or waiting for the money. Well, obviously I'm not waiting for the item because the seller's done said he ain't gonna send it. But I want my money. But he's having trouble sending the money. He's even sending me screenshots of his phone showing that he's getting, when he clicks on refund buyer, it gives him a notification that you can't refund this item. And at this moment, when he's telling me this shit, he's sending the screenshot to me. I am still under the impression maybe there's a glitch in the system that it automatically drawing the money off of my card isn't intentional. That it's a flaw in the system now, due to something being corrupted or oh, look, it's so real. Ha ha ha. He's paid for an item. He don't got the item. He don't got his money. But like I said, I called eBay. After I tried to solve the issue with the seller myself, he told me I needed to cancel order. I told him I looked in my options. I couldn't find no action that says cancel order. The only thing I seen was return item. So I clicked on it. I filed for a return item. I figured it would help things go along faster. I figured I filed for a return item. He was accept the return item. He already has the item, so he'll say, tell the eBay, hey, I got the item. I'm ready to refund. I got the item, never actually sent it off, and I'm ready to refund this dude his money back. I figured it'll go like, and I'll get my money back. Apparently not. He did accept the return. He did accept the return. It went silent. Didn't hear from him again for a while. I contacted eBay. The lady I talked to, the first lady I talked to, said, yes, I did the right thing. It was okay that I filed the return. She thought everything was going to go fine. I received another message the next following day, which was the Thursday, the previous Thursday, from the seller. I was at my favorite restaurant where I eat where I all you can eat catfish, full catfish. Me and my friend, and he sent me a screenshot showing me that he was clicking the refund and it wasn't going through. I text him, say I'm tired of jumping through hoops. I did what was expected of me. I did everything right. I seen the item. I wanted the item. I made an offer on the item. I paid for the item. And here I am without the item and without my money. You need to call eBay. You need to get this shit fixed. He said, okay. But I went ahead and called eBay myself. We done got through eating. We got on our way home. I called eBay. And I had it on speakerphone so my friend can even overhear it. And this guy told me that no matter what the other eBay person told me, that I filed the wrong thing, that I should have never filed the return. And that's the reason why the process of refund is not going to go through this option, because the item was never shipped and I never received it. But I told him there was no other option to do anything. Not a damn thing. The only other two options was tell us what we think, was basically me giving eBay a review of their services, and buy another item, buy a similar item, which I definitely did not want to do. I haven't got the one I paid for yet, or my money back, so I definitely do not want to buy another one. So, I thought you said you wasn't mad so real. I thought you said you wasn't mad. Looks like you're getting all steamy. You know, like you're getting a little hot, red around the collar. Fucking puppets. But so he tells me I need to get in front of a computer. Maybe the phone's whatever, desktop, phone top, whatever, doesn't have the features, all options that a PC would have. So he tells me, go home, get in front of someone's computer and sign into my account and cancel the return. After that I could process the right thing to get my money back faster. So I go over to my mom's house. That is also the time I recorded that video of Trixie whining, watching the video of Wally. I did that after I called eBay and worked with a computer. So I get my mom's house, I get on her laptop, sign in my account. I go to my purchases. And me being new to the computer, eBay homepage or stuff, when I went to purchases, it did not have the item on the top of the list like it does every time I go to eBay on my phone. So I called eBay. One that was going to call eBay anyways because I wanted to go. I didn't want to make any more mistakes. I definitely wanted to confirm to make the right choices to get my money back faster. So I call. I tell them I'm not even seeing the item. They tell me it's because it's not going to be right in purchases. Since I done processed the refund or process the return and stuff, I need to go to orders and cancellations. I found it, went into it, there it is. Now get this. Like I said, the first person said I did do the right thing. The second eBay helpline assistant said I did the wrong thing. That I needed to do the cancellation. And now the third person I called on eBay at my mom's house right in front of the computer told me I better not really using that phrase, but she told me not to cancel the return request. That is a good thing that I didn't cancel the return request because she said if I did so, eBay would not be able to step in because it would almost like make the no longer optional for eBay to be able to do anything because it would be almost like me giving up or me dropping it altogether. That they would not be able to step in to help me get my money back from the seller or from eBay's money back guarantee. So I am now being like, what? I'm being told one thing, I'm being told another, I'm being told to do this, now I'm being told not to do that. What the hell am I supposed to do? And again, in all of this trouble amongst them implementing where if I make an offer on an item, it's automatically withdrawn from my card. My money is automatically drawn from my card without my final approval. And I'm going through, not exactly going through all this because of that, but I just have it. It just makes it so much more so bitter, or unbearable, or giving a little extra bad taste in my mouth that I didn't even get to give the final approval to pay for the item, and yet here I am being given mixed signals on what to do to try to get my money back. And especially in spite that I haven't even received the item yet. And get this, the other two items the first item that it happened first where it took my money off automatically, I done received that item. And the item I purchased before it, I done got both of those items and done started watching them. And the 9th, I was supposed to have this item that I'm complaining about. I was either supposed to receive it on the 8th or the 9th. And here we are. Where are we? We're on, it's the fucking 11th. I don't have the item. I don't have my money. and this item that I'm bought. I have been trying to find a cheaper option to buy it for a pretty good while. I've had one of the individual DVDs in the box set before. I've had like an OVA of it also before. I didn't know the box collection existed, where it has the complete show with also a music CD soundtrack, which is what I think was missing from the one DVD that was actually missing. I think it was actually the music soundtrack. Which some people may probably said I could have done without. Not me. I would want it. So I am sort of glad that I didn't receive the item, that I didn't have to go through the return, but I still don't like this shit. It's like trying to choose the less evil of two. I'm not going to say which one I would rather go through. Because I'm just going through one right now. There's no way I can change it. Now, am I thinking that I'm not going to get my money back? No. I'm going to get my money back. I'm going to get my money back. Like, I haven't canceled it. eBay has done confirmed, has done, and as I'm told in the text messages before they call me, that text message notifies me the phone conversations is recorded. They notify you when they get on the phone with you. They tell you the phone conversations are recorded. So it's very, all three conversations with them are all documented and all saved. And each time I talk to them, I've told them to post notes to the trouble I'm having, and that I'm even being told to go here and go there, and some people, some of the employees are telling me that was the right choice, wrong choice, this. So it's all documented that. And they said that they are seeing the pictures and the conversation. It's all in their system between me and the seller. That even the seller's trying to give me my money, and the eBay saying it's the seller. The trouble is on his end. The seller is saying the trouble's on eBay's end. But here's one simple fact. Here's the one simple fact. The trouble is not on my end, and I'm going to get my money back. If eBay has to pay for half of it and the seller has to pay for half of it, I'm getting 100% of my money back. So, is this going to discourage me from doing any more eBay shopping? Of course not. Like they said, I've been on eBay for 10 years, spending a lot of money. A lot of money. So, this is the biggest problem I've ever had. I did have that Slayers Perfect Collection come in with two of the DVDs missing, which that was um, kind of bad, but I got my money back just like that. True, it was kind of disheartening because I wanted it real bad, and it was my first time of having a real bad experience. But it was solved, and it being relatively solved, quick and easy, made it not to be so bad. Now this is a bigger issue with the automatically charge to my car without me giving final confirmation. Gives it an extra bad taste, even though it's not the overall cause of the problem. Still, I don't like that. I don't like that extra additional bad taste. It's adding on to the simple facts. I can't be given a direct line of things that I can do to help to give my money back. I can't. I'm getting mixed signals, mixed. And here I am with. I can't even say at least when it's all said and done. At least I got something. I don't got nothing. Don't have the item. Don't have my money. I found another. I ate at went to play some pool with my friend yesterday afternoon, and we ate at Firehouse Subs beforehand. And I found a new Subway. I mean, that's why the hell I say Subway. I found another Firehouse Sub that is now part of my favorites. I thought about doing a review on it, showing it, but I didn't know it would be my favorites until I done started eating it. So I ain't gonna break out my camera to do it. But either way, it's listed on the top menu as being new, and it's a prime rib steak sandwich, which majority of the time steak sandwiches from either, I've tried a steak sandwich from Firehouse before. It was okay. It wouldn't be one of my favorite lists where I would get it again eventually on visits. It was just eatable. Now this, I'll have to say, it's more better than let's say this. The only steak sandwich that I like better than this one, which I did forget about it when I was eating it at Firehouse. My new favorite steak sandwich at Subway, they did that refreshing or revamping the classics. I used to like the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. Then it came out with the sweet onion steak teriyaki. Now I do admit, Firehouse makes the best subs, and in most general cases, this prime rib steak sandwich in a lot of ways is better than the sweet onion steak teriyaki at Subway, given that you get more meat. It's fixed in a lot more fresher way in front of you. It's grilled right there in front of you. But giving, I like the taste, the sweetness, the sweet onion steak teriyaki better at Subway than I do this one. So I guess that's gonna be it. Just a little, just a little live stream wanted to do, ranting about eBay. Not really mad because I'm really 100% positive I'm going to get my money back. Not by the seller. There's always that eBay money back guarantee. So, continue to yield to my will, you puppets. Keep searching for closure in any kind of circumstances that I might be going through that might comfort you. But just remember this. The simple facts that you look pleasure, that you draw comfort from my troubles or my minor what's the word I'm looking for? Minor setbacks, I guess you say. Only drives it home that that your problems, your setbacks, your hard times is a whole lot greater than mine. Let alone the facts that my minor setbacks, my minor tribulations that I go through are easily forgotten or no longer hindering me because I have you in here proving my importance, pointing out, say, look at me. I'm worse off because here I am, I'm worse off because I have to being here to draw closer from this guy, trying to mock him for his hard times, when anybody with a life would say yours is obviously worse off. For you to spend your so-called valid time in my shadow only validates my life as more important than your own. Continue to yield to my will. Now that's so real.